Have you ever been wrong when it comes to eating, exercise, being healthy? You had an opinion about something, you thought it was the right way to eat or exercise, and you realised that it was wrong because it either didn't work or it didn't work for a long period of time or you couldn't stick to it. The reverse of that, what if you are eating what you love, you don't eat what you don't like, you eat when you're hungry, you stop eating when you're full, you get puffed to get fit, you lift heavy to get strong, everything's working, and the 4 questions that I always ask, you have a stack of energy, yes or no, you perform at your best, yes or no, you love what you see in the mirror, the way your body feels to touch, yes or no, and you're getting the results that you want, yes or no. If the answer is yes, then surely you are right, it's working for you. But often people, and I know there's very few people in the world that can say yes to those 4 things, but there's so much information about eating and exercise and what you should do and what you shouldn't do that often, even if you're on track, you look at what somebody else is doing and you think, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need to do something different. Rather than be influenced by other people, wouldn't it be nice to just analyse what works for you, what's right or wrong for you versus what's right or wrong for somebody else? And the really interesting thing when it comes to eating and exercise, well, when it comes to life really, have you met people that never admit that they're wrong? They just can't. They can't say the words, oh, I'm wrong. I love being wrong because it means that I'm learning, it means that I'm growing, it means that I'm getting better. But I also, if I can say yes to those 4 questions, and the most important thing for me is I've got a stack of energy. I can do all the things that I want to do, which means I can perform at my best. If I'm performing at my best, it means that my body's going to look and feel good because the side effect of being healthy, fit and strong is that you look good in the mirror. And that means that I am getting the results that I want. So if that's all working for me, I don't want to get involved in the rubbish, the opinions, the stack of information that we're bombarded with every day about how we should eat and how we should exercise. If I'm on track and I'm right because it's all working for me, I don't want to have a look at what anybody else is doing. They might be wrong. If I am wrong, again, I just want to share, I'm really happy to admit it. But if an exercise program is not working, and the most important thing, of course, is that it works long term. So you can have an opinion, I've got the right opinion about how to eat and exercise, and I deal with a lot of those people. But they're not healthy, fit and strong. They don't have a stack of energy. They don't look good in the mirror. They don't love the way they feel on a day-to-day basis, but they're still arguing that they're right and that their eating and exercise plan works. I'll go a step further. There are some people that have beautiful bodies, ripped abdominals, tight butt cheeks. They look absolutely spectacular. But are they healthy and are they happy? Because surely all of that has got to work together, that you feel good about yourself, you have high self-esteem, you love the way you're living your life. And there's a lot of people, and I deal with those people on a regular basis, who have strict eating plans and strict exercise plans and they look amazing, but they're bloody miserable. Surely that can't be right. Surely what we want to do with our life, and this is just something to consider. Not only are you healthy, fit, strong, lean, have a stack of energy, can perform at your best, love what you see in the mirror, but all of that makes you happy. It makes you feel good. It gives you high self-esteem. If the program that you're on is too strict, it's too fanatical, it's too hard to stick to, and I'll ask the question again, the exercise and eating plan that you're on, is that something you can stick to for the rest of your life? And very sadly, most of the people that I've worked with who are fanatically exercising and fanatically eating so strict that they would never put 1 gram, 1 calorie, 1 extra anything in their body that they think is a bad food, they're miserable all of the time because they can't have, mustn't have, don't have, shouldn't have. So they feel angry that they can't. And if they have 1 tiny scary calorie of food or they miss 1 tiny minute of exercise, they feel so guilty that they're miserable all of the time. Surely that can't be right. So dealing with the people that think they're right even when they're wrong, I just don't have them in my life because I want to invest time with people that are happy to be wrong because they're constantly learning. If you want to have a healthy, fit, strong body, should we be constantly learning? And I really hope the answer is yes. And the beautiful thing about anatomy and physiology, there's very little grey area. You're either right or wrong. Do we have 1 heart? Yes, that's right. You don't have 2. Do we have 2 legs? Yes. No human being has 4 or 6 or 27 legs. So you can be right with anatomy. That's what's really awesome. And when you understand your anatomy, when you understand how the body, what the body's made of and how it works, physiology, then you can work it all out for yourself. However, there's so much information available, you have to be able to not just know it, but be able to analyze it and research it and understand it for yourself. And that's why I love being wrong. Because sometimes I go, well, I really thought that's how that worked, and then I analyze it again, I ask lots of questions again, I do lots of research again, and I realize that I'm wrong. So how about we live in a world, how about if you want to live in this world, that you eat when you're hungry, you stop eating when you're full, you eat what you love, you don't eat what you don't like. You're fit and strong because you get puffed and you lift heavy. And there's a whole heap of noise out there about what's right and wrong, what you should and shouldn't do, and what you can't do and what you mustn't do. But let's work out what's right for you and what's wrong for you. And if you are wrong, if your exercise program isn't working, you can't stick to it, your eating plan is too fanatical, you can't do it for the rest of your life, then could we admit that it is the wrong thing for you? And if you want to live your life to the max, the right way to live, surely that's the only way to live, 100% happy, 100% healthy, 100% stack of energy all day long. And if somebody tells you that's not possible, could they be wrong? Live your life to the max. Woo!